David Taub here, co-creator of NextLevelGuitar.com. Hope all is well, and I hope your guitar and musical journey is going famously. And today I am so excited to bring this video to you where we are going to talk about this fire-breathing dragon, brand new amp from the good people at Paul Reed Smith. This is the MT15 15-watt amp, and let me tell you, it is a home run. So this amp was designed in association with Mark Tremonti. You probably know him from the band Tremonti, from the band Alter Bridge, from Creed, right? Tremendous player, just an absolute beast on the guitar, and he's an amp fanatic. It's 15 watts, all tube, but I'll tell you, man, this thing is loud. It does have a half power switch, so you can kick it down to 7 watts. One of the great things about this amp is it sounds great at bedroom levels. It sounds great. You could bring it to rehearsal, hear it over the drummer, and you can even use it to play small clubs. So for a small package, it's very versatile. I mean, listen to this monster. Two independent channels that sound awesome. The lead channel, just incredibly full, lush, harmonic, rich distortion, high gain sounds that are just awesome. The clean channel is very clean and sparkly. This retails for $649. It has an effects loop, it has a half power switch, it has a pull boost on your treble, which we'll get into. Lot of features and a lot of bang for your buck. The main thing being this amp sounds great. It's very hard to get two independent channels to both sound great in an amp at this price, right? Probably this is the best sounding high gain amp I've heard under $1,000, probably under $1,500. If I was to describe the clean channel, I would say it's very chimey, very crystal, bell-like, very, very clean. And if I was to describe the lead channel, I'd say harmonically rich, very full, very lush, fierce, aggressive, but tight. That's the other thing. This amp, even when you crank up distortion, it really stays tight on that low end without getting flubby. The front controls, you have your clean channel here, so you have your bass, mids, and your treble. There's a pull boost on the treble. I'll demonstrate that. And what that will do is it will give you a little bit of breakup. The amp is very, very clean. You're not going to get it to break up unless you crank it to like a ridiculously loud volume. It's very clean, but you could get a little breakup with the treble. And if you want a little bit more gain than that, I have a few different ways to hook up some pedals. I'll show you that in a minute too. And then you have on your lead channel, you have your bass, mid, and your treble. You have your gain control. You also have a master volume, right, for the lead channel, so you can match that volume-wise with the clean channel. You have a global presence control that works for both channels. You have a toggle switch to switch between lead and clean, but you're probably going to be using the foot switch. And when you have that plugged into the back, it renders this inoperable. You have your input connection there, standby, and your power on and off. And on the back panel, you have your power plug, you have your effects loop, you have a set of bias jacks, which is really nice. Whenever you change the output tubes, you're going to want to set the bias. That kind of sets the idle speed of the amp, gets it running to its ultimate performance, right? So in order to do that, normally you'd have to take the chassis out of the amp, right? Here they have those bias jacks in the back, so that's a nice touch. You have your half power switch, and you have your connections for your different configurations for speaker ohmage. This amp is all tube, and it uses two 6L6 output tubes, which is very interesting because a lot of times in these smaller wattage amps and lunchbox style amps, they use either EL34s or the 6L6's little brother, which is the 6V6. I'm so happy they use the 6L6 because that has a very tonally characteristic sound a unique sound about it, and I love that sound. And the preamp uses 6 EC83S preamp tubes, and this has 5 stages of gain, which is awesome. And so it kind of runs one into the next. It's called cascading. They cascade that gain through 5 stages, and that's how they produce such harmonically rich and lush distortion. The amp comes in at 17.8 pounds, so it's very light and portable. It also comes with an amp cover, which is nice, and it also comes with the foot switch. Now the foot switch, you can switch between the clean and the lead channel. And another nice feature, which is kind of cool, I think, notice it's blue, illuminates blue on the clean, and then if I click the foot switch, it goes to the fire-breathing dragon red for the lead channel. I have this head plugged into a matching MT112 cabinet, and I have that off camera isolated, and that is a birch plywood cabinet. It has the 112 Celestion Vintage 30 speaker, V30 in it, and that's rated at 60 watts, 16 ohms. The cabinet weighs about 40 pounds, and that retails for about $389. I also like the way this amp looks. It has this satin matte black finish with the red accents in the model number and also on the sides. I think that's a nice touch. It just looks very cool. As I'm playing through a Paul Reed Smith Paul's guitar, I'll play through various combinations of the bass and neck pickup. It has the 408 pickup in the bass position, and I'm going to be using just a little bit of reverb and delay that is in the effects loop. I have that in the effects loop of the amp, and that's a Keeley Caverns pedal, providing just a splash of reverb and a splash of delay. Gain as the amp has, the noise level when you really start pushing the gain is not that bad. So for instance, like right now, there's what we have when we have the gain on straight up at 12. If I go up 3/4, start getting a little more noise, there's fully cranked. You know, as you know, with high gain amps, noise is just a byproduct. You're going to have some, but this amp is not bad. So here's some clean playing examples. So the clean channel is, like I said, really, really clean. But if you wanted to break up a little bit, you could pull that treble boost, and that's going to give you a little boost as well as a little bit of dirt. So if you're looking for like some lighter distortion tones, I think a good way to go about hooking this amp up is put a overdrive pedal or a tube screamer or something, or boost pedal in front of the amp. So now I am going from the guitar into a Boss Super Overdrive pedal, the yellow one, and then into the front of the amp. So there's my clean. So here's when I kick it on the drive. The other thing that I like to do if you want some lighter gain sounds is go ahead and click over to the lead channel, right? So now I'm on the lead channel. The gain's about at noon, and all you do is roll off the volume knob on your guitar, and the amp cleans up really nicely. So you have that lighter gain. So think about it. For under 650 bucks, you get two independent channels that sound really awesome. You get killer distortions, you get great sounding cleans, you get a half power switch where you can kick the power down. It has a very transparent, great sounding effects loop. You get the amp cover, you get the foot switch, and you get an all-tube amp that is versatile as far as you could use it at bedroom levels, you could use it at rehearsals, you could jam with your friends, and you can play it, use it in small clubs. It's well designed, it's well built, it has the tones and budget priced. It's a killer, man. For more information on this amp and many other Paul Reed Smith products, you can go to prsguitars.com. I'm David Taub, co-creator of nextlevelguitar.com. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button, and if you get a chance, please subscribe to the channel. You know, subscribing to the channel, it really helps us to keep bringing the content. Leave a comment below. Let us know what reviews you'd like to see, what guitar lessons you'd like. I'll put some other links in the YouTube description box below where you can get some more of our free lessons and ebooks, and also you can email us if you have any other questions. Take care. I wish you the best of luck on your guitar journey and your gear search. And remember, your guitar playing is an evolution. Take care and rock on.